Can a Bedrock player master Java combat? I have been a Bedrock player ever since I was a kid, and only recently, when I finally got my PC around 3 months ago, did I make the move to Java Minecraft. And now I want to put my skills to the test to see if I can master the Java Mace within a week of playing, and comfortably move on to try and learn spear macing. I don't think I'll be able to do it within this video, but maybe next one. I just want to learn the basics of how to use the mace in Java combat first. So I made this practice roll in about like 10 minutes just to see how well I can actually use the mace. So let's get into it. Okay, anyway, let's try again. Oh, that's too much. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere now. I'm not the best at it yet, but a little bit more practice maybe. Okay, I think I've got the hang of when charging up, switching to mace and just hitting down. But I think I need to start practicing how to swap to the mace quickly. I forgot what it was called. It's like you wind charge, you hold the wind charge, you quickly. There, I just did it. Holy shit, I just did it. Yeah, that's the next step. I need to practice how to do this quickly. Apparently, it takes the whole damage of the mace without the cooldown reduction. So I think I'm gonna practice a little bit of this now. Okay, so I think that's enough practice for now, but I think now it's time to put our skills to the real test. So I'll see you in the next server. Okay, this is my first game. Let's see how we do. I feel pretty confident, to be honest. I think we got this. Light work. That makes no sense! How? I literally hit him! I literally hit him. Nah, I'm done with this game. Nah, I'm done with this game. I'm not playing this game ever again. Nope, I'm done. Okay, so with the help of this practice rule by Theobald, I'm now able to stun slam and elytra mace. After practicing and having extensive research on how to actually use the mace, I figured out how to use my keybinds. So as you can see, my hotbar is completely different from what it was before. Curious, this is what my keybinds now look like. I've basically nothing too crazy, but this is what it is for now. I might change it later, but this is what I'm most comfortable with as of right now. So with these keybinds, I can now officially stun slam. People holding up their shields when I was playing real games was an issue for me, because I really didn't know how to counter it, where I have to axe them and then quickly switch to my wind charge and then mace. But now, after researching, I understand what you're meant to wind charge up and then quickly, oh no, still do it consistently, but I can do it most times like right now. There we go. The way I practiced doing stun slams was by using the command tick rate, which basically enabled me to make the game a bit slower to accurately time my hits. I went from 5 tick speed to 15 to finally 20. It's a good way to practice your stun slam timings and hopefully get better at it. The thing I've been practicing is using the elytra to dive bomb on the opponents, hitting them like that, and then hitting them continuously, and then stun slamming, which I think. Hey guys, before we get into the rest of the video, if you're enjoying it so far, please consider liking and subscribing, as it has always been my goal to make Minecraft videos, and now that I'm finally doing it, I hope I can reach 1,000 followers by the end of this year with your guys' help. And if you guys have any comments or any feedback you want to give me for my videos, please let them know in the comments below. I'll read all of them and make sure to reply to all of them. Thank you very much. Another thing that I have learned is attribute swapping, when you take the attributes of one weapon and transfer it over to another weapon. This allows me to deal much more damage than just using the mace by itself. This is the mistake that I was making when I was playing against real players. So the mistake that I was making was that I thought the main damage would come from the mace by itself. As you can see, that did almost 4.5 hearts, I think, as opposed to attribute swapping with your sword, which literally just popped him. So that's the mistake I was making. I wasn't utilizing the full damage of the mace. First thing I noticed when I was in a real game was that we get the option to use 2 maces. One with density and wind burst, and one with just breach. I was only using the density mace as I thought it was the strongest mace out of them all, as the further you drop from, the more damage the mace does. I understand that the breach mage actually... But now I understand that the breach mace does actually more damage when you use it in a certain way, and that's attribute swapping. So I'm gonna try demonstrate how it actually works. Right there, as you can see, I did more damage with my sword as opposed to just hitting him alone with the sword without the mace. So for me, my sword is in my last slot, which is bounded to my side button for my mouse, and the breach is in my number 1 slot. So for me, this makes it easier for me to quickly switch to the mace as soon as I hit right click on my mouse. That's how I perform the attribute swap on the player. In Bedrock you don't do this, so this is something using really different techniques I've learned. Hopefully they'll help me win. There's no such thing as attribute swapping in Bedrock, so this will be a first. But with more practice, I think I can really master this technique and finally use the second mace as opposed to just kicking it off to the side. Another way to make this technique more powerful is by using the axe to attribute swap, as the axe does way more normal damage than the sword, however it has a longer cooldown, so it's kind of exactly right for you to do that substantial amount of damage to the player. Like that, 6 hearts of damage just from that. Which the axe is in my 5th slot, which is bounded to my E. So my R is now my inventory and my E will be my axe. So from E to 1 at the same time, while I right click on my mouse, allows me to perform this, which is a bit harder for me than using the sword, as the sword is easier to quickly get to than pressing E for me, and then moving around as well, since it's next to my A, W, S, and D keys, which allows me to move around. Yeah. So elytra macing, this shit took a long time to do, because I'm not really good at switching to the elytra that quick and switching back and then hitting the mace. So that is too much fucking work. Because I'm not good at switching to elytra, switching to chest plate, and then switching to the mace real quickly. But not only that, I have to switch to the sword first and then the mace to even perform a better shot that can actually do damage to the player. I suck at that. The easiest way for me that I figured out to elytra mace is switching my 6th slot to Q, which is easier for me to get to, quickly switch into the mace and quickly switch out of the mace. I mean chest plate as well, but that shit took too long to learn and practice, which I can't even do consistently yet. But after a lot of practice, I'm finally able to do it finally with a little bit of practice, I'm able to do it at least most of the time. Enough to make me at least do some damage to the players. Not a lot, but at least some. It's one of the hardest skills for me to learn when I was practicing. It's pretty difficult to learn this skill in the beginning, but after a while I kind of got used to it. I'm not great at it, but still I have it in my arsenal when I need it. Now let's talk about the one skill I just can't do because I suck at this game. It's called pearl catching. I've practiced for countless hours. I just cannot get the pearl to go in the right directions. Oh, I did it there. But I just suck at this. I cannot get it up consistently no matter what I do. This will probably take me more than a week to master at least when it comes to like actually pearl catching, but I just cannot do this right now. This is the one skill I will not have in my arsenal when I actually fight people. So does this even count? I can't call myself the Mace Master if I can't learn the simple skill. But it is what it is. I guess for a Bedrock player to at least be able to do some of the skills I've learned in a week, I think I can master the Mace at least with. Well, I don't really care because I know with what I have learned in the past couple of days, I'm able to at least kill some players now, I think. I've learned a lot, but before at the start of the video, I could only be able to do that, and that's only sometimes. I've learned quite a lot of tricks now, so I think I'm able to kill players now. And with that, I think it's time to actually put my skills to the test and see if I can actually kill people now without being killed.